Columbia County Sheriff's deputies were advised of a speeding motorcycle in Marcelon, Wisconsin. As the radio transmission concluded, a deputy, who was positioned along a highway, spotted the 22-year-old rider of the red motorcycle flying past at 90 miles per hour. As the deputy tried to catch him, he saw the motorcycle overtaking vehicles on the shoulder and occasionally in the opposite lane of traffic.
3325, there's a red motorcycle passing on the shoulder westbound, approximately 90 miles per hour, 33 Country Club. Still trying to catch up. Speed's right on the
10-4, 3325.
I don't think he's catching that bike.
Probably a half mile ahead of me. Speed's at 92, 33 Garrison.
The pursuit was then called off due to safety concerns.
3325, I've lost visual. He's in the city at this point.
10-4, 3325.
I'll be 1040 continuing. I can't clear enough traffic to catch up.
10-4, 3325, what type of motorcycle?
It was a crotch rocket. He had a helmet on. I don't recall the color, and I believe a leather jacket. I'm sure on color.
3301, it just passed me at 3301 truck.
Shortly after, another deputy reported that the motorcycle had passed by the law enforcement center, with several city officers also confirming they had seen it.
Still continuing, high rate of speed, east of. I will not pursue. Advise the return, please.
Additionally, the Columbia County Sheriff stated that the motorcycle had collided with his unmarked squad car, causing damage.
1050 to my squad here parked downtown. It is turning westbound on 16. 331 William Charles returns on a red Suzuki.
3325, that'll be the same description of a red Suzuki.
3300 edition. I was parked downtown with no lights on. He came by me. He did run into my squad with damage.
As he attempted to relocate the bike, he soon observed it in a neighborhood. The rider continued to flee erratically at a high rate.
Set a motorcycle similar to that description, West Cook heading back inbound into the city. I believe it's the same rider. I'm trying to catch up. Correction, eastbound. He's going from Pierce, so he's actually West Cook and Caston.
He caught him on the humble.
City, Cook and Caston.
3325, I'm behind him attempting to stop on my foot.
10-4, 3325.
He went through the red light, south on Wisconsin.
10-4, through the red light, south on Wisconsin.
Due to the deputy's concerns about the high speeds and heavy traffic, he decided to discontinue the pursuit.
3325, 1080, I'm gonna discontinue.
And to be honest with you, you really can't be mad. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it because I look at it like at this point in time, that can be my fiance and my kids coming back from taking the kids to wherever they was going at. That's somebody, father in that truck or mother in that truck, driving that truck back and forth to work every day. Like, these are everyday working people. These are normal people. And not to say that, every person ain't normal, but these people out here doing normal activities on a normal day, it would be a tragedy, bro. It would be a tragedy for one of their lives to end as a result of a cop trying to chase a person on a bike. That's just how I feel about it. Like, of course, we don't even know what he did. We don't even know what. Well, he was speeding. He was speeding, but yeah, bro. Like, let him. You don't want to let him go, but it's like sometimes you just gotta weigh your pros and your cons. You catch him, what you gonna slap him? You can put him in jail, slap him with a ticket or something like that. All right, cool. But on the flip side, if you trying to chase him and he trying to get away and he hit a corner and you slip or you slide and you turn and go the other way, hit this car or hit that car or something, bro, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Like, you want to catch the person or whatever the case may be, but how much are you willing to sacrifice? Sacrifice, man. I'm telling you, that's how much are you willing to sacrifice?
Last southbound, Wisconsin and Buckhead. He's a well ways ahead of me.
3325, copy 1080, discontinuing.
Since they found the man's name through his license plates, they attempted to visit the address linked to the registered bike. However, they discovered he had recently moved, prompting the need for further investigation. The sheriff's office made a Facebook post about the individual, giving him the opportunity to reach out and provide an explanation for his behavior. During that, it was learned another deputy had coincidentally encountered the man earlier that same day during a traffic stop, where he mentioned purchasing a new home nearby. Using realtor websites, a deputy located 3 recently sold homes in the area. The following day, the deputy visited one of the 3 addresses and spoke with a neighbor. The neighbor informed them that a young man had moved in within the past few days and that he owned a black and red sport bike. The deputy asked the neighbor to call back upon seeing the man return to his residence. Later, the neighbor did call back, reporting that the man had just returned home and had seen the motorcycle. In response, other deputies were notified and decided to pay a visit to his residence.
And he better hope and pray and wish that don't nobody pay a visit to his. I get it, I understand, but I also understand, neighbor, this situation ain't had nothing to do with you. That ain't had nothing to do with you. Now, you did the right thing morally and all of that other stuff, but sometimes, bro, when you do the right thing morally, it don't always come back morally the way that it should. So y'all just be careful with that. Like, I understand you want to help out and make everything righteous and good, and you should. You definitely should, but it's both sides. It's both sides. It could be consequences for that. There could be consequences for it.
As they arrived, deputies noticed the motorcycle parked and covered in the garage. After several minutes of knocking with no response, the sergeant decided to give the door a try.
For sure he's home. There he is.
He came to the door?
Hello?
Hi there, how are you?
You good? How about you?
Good. Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. We need to talk, okay?
Okay. No.
So, you know why we're here?
Yep.
Okay. So, why would we be here? Okay. You have an ID with you? You don't need to go in and get it, just... Before you go reaching in the car, man, you got any weapons in there or anything? Okay. So what about the motorcycle?
Yesterday.
Okay. What happened yesterday? It wasn't working, so...
Going 100.
Going 100? Yeah. Why'd you do that?
I had a really bad day, and I wanted to blow off some steam, and I just wasn't paying attention to what my speed was. And then I saw one, and then I just...
Saw one what?
Cop car, and then I just kept going. Because
Why didn't you stop for it, man?
Dude, I couldn't fucking lose my license. I was freaking the fuck out.
It's a speeding ticket, though.
Oh, but like, the thing is, I just bought this house, and I have a job, and that was all that was going through my mind. I was like, dude, I can't lose my license. I just bought this house, and yeah, so. You know,
It wasn't...
this is
just
what's-
relax, man. Just talk to me. It was a speeding ticket, so, I mean... When the cop turned around...
I honestly thought about just crashing my bike and killing myself. I'm not gonna lie.
Over a speeding ticket?
Yes, dude,
It's not worth it.
That ain't never that serious, bro. Y'all, and this is the y'all, it don't matter. Whatever y'all going through, whatever you feeling at the time, or whatever you not feeling at the time, it's never that serious, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all this. At one point in time, it was a rough time, and I know I don't really talk about me on here at all, but it was a rough time for me. I was going through a rough time, and I went to go talk to a person. And this person told me, they say undefeated, write down every problem. No, write down 3 of your biggest problems. What's 3 of your biggest problems in life right now? And I put them down on the index card, and then they went, what was that? Into the wherever they went to, and they grabbed a big box, and they put my 3 index cards inside of a box, and then they threw the box up, and it was like a lot. It was a lot of index cards in that box. And then that person told me, now just pick up 3 random cards from out of that box. And, they was on the floor, but I picked them up and I looked at them, and the problems that I picked up was way worse than the problems that I had wrote down. So I say all that to say, just try to be mindful. Like, bro, it might seem like the end of the world. It may seem like that the tunnel is getting darker and darker. The hole is going like about to black out on you. But yeah, bro, at the end of the day, or sis, like, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna get through it. As healthy as we know how to, but we're gonna get through it. It ain't worth it to go out over no speeding ticket or no, I just bought a house or something like that. You can get another house. It can be another house, another bike, another everything. It just can't be another you if you decide to do that to yourself. Or, like I say, if you end up, crashing out or whatever, you might crash into another car that was a family. It's a car full of an entire family. So our actions, they actually go a lot longer and a lot deeper than like what we would like to think. Don't nobody want to see that, bro. You gotta think, no matter who you are or where you come from, bro, this man right here still got family. He still got family. Just like the people that could possibly have been hurt when you was driving recklessly, they got a family. He got a family too, bro. He got a family, and everybody trying to make it home to their family. That's what it's about, man.
My experience with cops has been awful, and I don't know, my life was just going good, so I was like, I either end it right now as it's going good, or like I try and get away, and that's what I did. Okay. So I'm sorry.
You saw his license sirens. I mean, it's one of those.
I didn't see the first guys, but the second dude, yeah.
Okay. So you took off because you didn't want to lose your license?
Yeah.
How fast did you get up to?
140.
Okay. In town?
Out of town.
Out of town. Sounds like you were going pretty fast in the city, too.
Yeah.
Lose some red lights?
One of them, yeah.
Sounds like you got in a crash, too.
I lost a mirror.
How bad's the bike damaged?
That's another thing, bro. How did you get into an accident and not?
That's it? Didn't hurt yourself?
Nope. I didn't hurt myself.
When he learned who he had crashed into, he realized the state of his shit was even deeper.
Who'd you crash into?
Some guy in a black, SUV just tried to pin me against another car.
You know who you crashed into?
I have no idea.
The actual sheriff himself.
Oh.
Okay. Kind of dangerous. You know it's not okay to take off from the police, right?
I know.
All right. You know that when the lights come on, you have to stop. When the sirens come on, you definitely need to stop, right? Yeah. Okay. So you heard the lights and sirens. You just didn't want to lose your license.
Yeah, I was freaking out, dude.
Okay.
It was on my adrenaline rush. Yeah.
Why didn't you just call us afterwards and say I made a mistake?
I don't know. I was freaking out.
It's all over Facebook now.
Yeah.
They kind of tried to give you an opportunity to just kind of make it right. All right, so you know that you can't flee. You know that's fleeing and eluding, right?
I didn't think about anything yesterday.
Okay. You know that if you get in a crash, you're required to stop. You can't just keep going. Okay. You do know that?
I honestly didn't think I did too much, to be honest.
It doesn't matter if you're involved in a crash, right?
Yeah.
You hit a car.
Yeah.
You're required to stop and report that. You're required to stop for the red and blue lights and siren.
Yeah,
Can't run.
I have no excuses. I truly, I have nothing. But
Can't run stop signs, stop lights, and all that stuff, okay?
No, I was just I bought a lawnmower to mow the lawn because I had a house party yesterday, and it didn't fucking start, and I was cranking it like 45 times, and I was fucking pissed off. And my mom was like, "Oh, you're gonna go for a motorcycle ride, cool down?" And I don't know why the fuck I decided to, but yeah, there's that.
What all do you have on you right now?
Nothing.
Okay. All right. All right, man. You are under arrest. Okay. Felony fleeing, eluding, and hit and run. Just bring your hand back. There you go. Let your hands go. Let your hands go. Thank you. You want your phone?
You have it in there.
Is your phone in here?
It's on the.
Oh, on the.
Is it all right if I grab it?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna stay with you. Okay.
Yep.
I
Having a nice day. Besides.
just starting my day. I do appreciate you coming to the door and talking to me. Okay.
Bro, that was the most chilled, relaxed. I was starting to wonder if they was going to take him to jail. I didn't know if he was going to go to jail or not, bro. It's like he went down every scenario. Like he sunned him. He was right there sunning him, letting him know everything he did wrong. He gave him a second to correct himself, bro. Like he was learning. He was learning. They was cool though. They was cool for. I like that department. That was a cool department. I do agree with them terminating the chase, because if you continue to chase and going that spade. I was about to say that spade of reed. That spade of reed. That rate of speed. Yeah, bro. If you keep going at that rate of speed, it's possible that, it could be some fatalities. And that's just, that's unfortunate. Like, I never want to see, like, an accident, something that could be avoided. Like, we all know we got a punch-out ticket one day. But if it's something that can be avoided, bro, let's just try to avoid it. Especially because you speeding or whatever you was doing because you had a bad day. Now that part I don't agree with. Like, even though you having a bad day, that don't mean that you got to make somebody else's day your bad day. Nah, bro. Like, that's immature to me. I feel like that's immature. But to be honest with you, shit, we been there. I know I've been there before. No, I didn't go 100 miles per hour in no sports car, nothing like that. I never do no shit like that. You would never catch undefeated going 100 miles per hour in no type of sports car or something like drop top or. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. But at the end of the day, bro, it's a bigger picture to the situation. They did actually talk to him, like a actual person, to be like, what's going on? And the reason I believe that it was genuine, because they did put on a Facebook post. Now, I do believe they still was going to take his ass to jail. He was still going to jail. It ain't like he wasn't going to jail. He was going to jail. Excuse me. He was going to jail, but nah, bro, it's like, I wasn't going to say give a lesson, but I come from a philosophy where I try to make not everything, but things that can be made into a learning how you say it? A learning moment, when you can put something into a learning moment. Like, of course, it's still going to be consequences, but if we can learn from it, shit, they can make us both better. Because at the end of the day, bro, like, that officer, who knows, maybe he got a bike at home. You don't know if he got a bike at home. Officer Fernandez, he could have been sitting right there and he got 4-wheel at home, and that's how he go blow off his thing. So you never know, bro. Every situation, we go through a lot of similar situations as human beings. We go through a lot of similar situations. So it wasn't only just pertaining to him. It could have been pertaining to a lot of people within that situation. So I like that video. That was a cool video. It was cool. That was cool, bro. I ain't mad at it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. GTG, the family as always is love, and we out.